Assalamu alaikum to my fellow lecturers and those who will be reviewing this progress report presentation. I am Azri Arif bin Mazlan, and my main supervisor is Dr. Sharifa binti Abdullah, and my student number 2023 490502. And today I will be presenting about the my progress of my current research, which is titled Adopting Nature-Based Solutions into Flood Defenses of Sungai Damansara Catchment. So before we dive into the um, progress that I have done in this semester, let's have a brief recap on the problems that lead to the establishment of this research. So I decided to start this study, to initiate this study because of the flood cases in Sungai Damansara, even though there are existing flood mitigation projects. And these flood mitigation projects, which include channelization at Kampung Melayu Subang, bunds in TTDI Jaya, and also flood walls along the river, they could not fully avert the problem of flood at high ARI as demonstrated by the flood cases in 2021. So I proposed a nature-based solution as a total solution for flood mitigation, which can reduce or even eradicate flood problems for up to 100 ARI return period. And in this study, the nature-based solution that was implemented in the model will be tested for the reduction of peak discharge and the reduction of water level as compared to the existing conditions of Sungai Damansara. So here is my progress summary for this semester by chapter. And from here, you can see that introduction and literature review has been fully completed um, ever since last semester. And research methodology has been updated with all the data that was obtained from JPS and the courtesy of my company, River Care Associates. And this includes data like rainfall data, cross-sectional data, and land use. So I put 90% because it is still subject to review by the supervisor, and it will be updated to 100% once the data and all the methodologies has been accepted by my supervisors. And then for result analysis, I put it 50% because I feel like this is already halfway. This is to analyze the results of the existing conditions of Sungai Damansara and also the modified conditions of Sungai Damansara, which will be included with nature-based solutions and also other flood mitigation options. So they will be compared to, and the comparisons will be discussed further in chapter 5. And since the the model which is modified with changes as in flood mitigation options and nature-based solutions has not been fully made, so the discussion cannot um, proceed more than what we have. And what we have right now is the early stages of nature-based solution implementation and also the existing conditions. So I put a 10% progress um, due to my discussion and my explanation on the existing conditions of Sungai Damansara. And now the objectives that I had put in this study can be seen as number 1, 2, 3, and also their progresses up to date as of today. And the first objective, which is to develop a hydrological and hydrodynamic analysis of Sungai Damansara, is fully completed because the model is up and running and the existing conditions of Sungai Damansara is already up and about, and the flood maps has been generated and analysis of the existing conditions has been done. And right now I'm trying to further improve on the nature-based solutions implementation on the model and also the other mitigation options. And when that is already ready and up and about, then the discussion and comparison of both of them will be presented and will be documented in the report. So number 2 is the determination of discharge and flood depth reduction. So for a comparison and a reduction to be made, there has to be an original value which can be obtained from the existing conditions. So the existing conditions has been made and the values are already set and already produced, and what it needs now is the values from the nature-based solution, which um, which will be obtained in the near future, and also the other flood mitigation options where the flood level and the discharge will be gathered and they will all be compared and see you know and the comparisons will be made. And lastly, the evaluation of the efficiency of a nature-based solutions. Firstly, from the comparison. Secondly, from the feasibility and how it can, act as a total solution compared to previous traditional hard gray engineering. And I put it at 40% because the comparison is underway and I can strongly say it's at 40%. So here's a detailed breakdown of what has been done. So research methodology, there has been an update on all the data that is collected and processed, which includes cross-section data, and this has been, transferred from, you know, AutoCAD drawing format into shapefile that will be put into the model. Pardon me, it's not shapefile, but um, as cross sections. And then calibration will be made with historical rainfall data obtained from JPS, and validation will be made with flood reports that has been generated by JPS along the years. Um, Along the years, meaning if we take historical rainfall from 2021, let's say, then validation of the flooded places in the model had to be same as compared to the flood reports that were generated. Then there's also updates on the implementation of NbS on the model, like the details, the size of the ponds, the area of nature base, the reduction in um, land use, that all has been updated and it's still in progress, but it's nearing its end. So there's a very, very bright progress for this part research methodology. And then for results analysis, the resultant flood maps from the model has been generated and the existing conditions of the model is up and about. It's fully done in this semester. And then the results after the application of NbS and other flood mitigation options is still in progress. And after all that has been generated, the flood maps and the values of reduction, there will be a comparison of all the options, including nature-based, existing, and also the flood mitigation options. And then lastly, the discussion and conclusion, where I will elaborate on the effectiveness of nature-based and also give recommendations to improve on the study. And this will all be discussed further with my supervisor, Dr. Sharifa. So here is my Gantt chart for future activities and also my plannings along next semester. And a brief overview from this Gantt chart is I project myself to complete my thesis within 3 months into the new semester, and I hope that October, by middle October, early October, I can submit my thesis, my complete thesis, and along with my publications and everything. And here you can see a breakdown of the percentage, the percentage of completion of my report of my study, including the tasks, and this will all improve and this will all increase as time goes. And I really hope to, submit everything as according to Gantt chart. So overall, my thesis progression is at 65% and moving at a very rapid pace, and I'm somewhat proud of that. And also my publication progression, I started writing and started updating, and it's at its infancy stages, and it will also develop at a rapid pace as well. And hopefully by next semester everything will be ready and done. So my future plans, like I said, to continue according to Gantt chart and complete research by the end of next semester, along with Viva as well, hopefully. Then to complete and submit my full research thesis, pardon, and also to complete publication of research by end of next semester. So that is everything that I have to present. So I hope I hope that my future plan will go um, as I wanted it to be, and I hope that I can be amongst the graduates in next semester. So for the progression of my study and my report, I would like to thank my supervisor and my co-supervisor, Dr. Sharifa and Dr. Fariha, for helping me along the way, and also my friends um, and everyone who is involved in this study. So thank you to those who will be listening to this recording, and Assalamu alaikum.